Good morning. Happy Thursday. How are you? How are you, Bobby?
Mornin', Potate. Am doing great now that the network stopped cosplaying as a brick. Unsolicited advice. When connection failed shows up twice, reboot the gremlin device before it learns new tricks. Also, phase inversion at the critical event? That's either model weakness or the universe being petty monies on petty.
Okay. I really gotta clear the history when I start a new thing. Part of the reason why it keeps the history is because it would crash a lot. And I didn't want to lose my context, but now it's just like weird. Anyway. Hello. Here we are. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes today. Oh wait, I need this one. It's gonna be too quiet with that one. We'll see how it goes today. I've been sick. I was gonna go into the office, the city, our little special office in the Future Labs in Brooklyn yesterday, but I didn't go because I was coughing and hacking and sniffling and just feeling generally miserable, and I did not want to spread that around. So that was one of the downsides of the whole Savannah Bananas trip. I'm pretty sure all that subway ride, either that or why I brought something home, one of the two, but I got sick. So we'll see how this goes. I might sound a little weird. I might cough and sneeze and hack, and it may just, it'll probably be short anyway. It normally is, but it might even be shorter. But I'm back. Here I am, giving it a shot. So look, check this out. Want to see something cool? Watch this. Watch. Whoa. So that's my new little like Madden iPad integration thing. Kind of cool, huh? We're gonna do Rose Thorn Bud. We'll do Rose Thorn Bud this way. We haven't done that in a while. So we'll start with the thorn. Thorn. Wait, oh, it's not on screen. Oh, see, it's gonna take some getting used to. Try this. There it is. Thorn. Sick. There you go. Haha. Rose. Big Rose. I have another thorn. Big Rose is, I feel like we're pretty much at parity now with the third-party model parity. And now we're starting to really hone in on other stuff like the pose estimation and tightening up the algorithm. My coworker did some work around segmentation and pose estimation when you have multiple people overlapping, and that worked out really well. And now he's integrating that into the pipeline that does the pose candidate validation heuristics. That's a lot of words I just said. But basically we look at the video, we capture, here's a person, here's a face that's that person. I can see a big chunk of the person, and I know that because the face relative to the person box is the right ratio. This is probably somebody I can get pose, meaning the position of their body parts. That's what pose estimation is. Where's the arms going? Where's the legs going? Where are the hips? Where are the knees? That kind of stuff. So we can look at like, yay, or we can look like, you know. So that's coming together.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah. That clip is loud. Isn't that clip loud? I don't even remember all the clips I have in there. It's been fun having them pop back up because I don't remember them. There's like a bunch of them that I don't remember now. I have like a bunch of bluey ones in there somewhere. What was it? Like, can't you see? Nope. I'll have to just wait till they pop up. Oh, I know one. How very dare you?
James! How very dare you!
Yes. All right. Okay, buds. You know, I think for the bud, I'm gonna say, I don't know. Real-time stuff, I guess. I mean, that's what we're doing now, but if that comes together and we're able to just on a off-the-shelf Mac Mini, it doesn't even have to be 30 frames. It doesn't even have to be 3 frames. Just some reasonable number of frames. And we just pipe a RTSP feed into that thing, or one or more RTSP feeds into that thing, and extract this data in real time. It would be pretty great. It would be pretty gangbusters. So that's what we're going to try to do. I had Claude do a bunch of work on this. I haven't reviewed its code at all. This was like, I put you in experiment mode, see if it can work, see if it's plausible. We didn't even actually quite get there. We just had to run FFmpeg and it didn't puke. So I think the first thing we need to do is like look at what's going on. I think I've let it run on its own a little longer than I probably should have. So we'll do that. And then we'll do a little more thinking about it. What I'm going to do is plug in Media MTX. If you don't know Media MTX, if you do anything with like video, if you do anything with like, I need to take this camera and pipe it into this other thing and then have it do this other thing, Media MTX is the thing you want. The thing is like a Swiss Army knife of videos. More so than like, FFmpeg is a Swiss Army knife of taking a video on disk and turning it into something else. Media MTX is that for like streams. So we're going to play with that too. I did a bunch. I learned a bunch about it when I did Streamtooth. I was still working on multiple things. I was doing Streamtooth. And, you know, it's kind of nice how all these different projects, even Moni to some degree, you know, that we're all part of Jump Rope Labs, all have a role to play within Vi. And it's really kind of incredible how you really can trace, you know, when you think about it, like a lot of things back to things that you've done. And this is just another example of that. Like I did all this experimentation work and it's all kind of feeding back into this. Anyway, that's enough yammering on by me. Jeez. Holy moly. All right, so what I gotta do here is, oh, well, we're supposed to send these, right? We're supposed to send these. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I gotta revisit that whole thing. And now we've got an official, you know, work Slack, so I could probably just like queue it up so that it just like pulls it straight from the stream. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so let's go over here to this guy. I don't even have anything up and running. I don't even have anything up and running. Yeah, I'm feeling very talkative today for some reason. All right, so editor could not be open to an unexpected error. Okay, great. I love that for me. What's kind of cool is I can Madden this too, right? I can be like, look. I can be like, look what this is. and it's gonna be just as janky as you know, the way they do it on TV, because I can't actually see what I'm doing. I have to do it like the weatherman. I have to look at the screen and like see with like a few seconds delay, or like a second delay where I'm actually drawing. It's pretty funny. The way it works is I've got basically I've got my drawing program with a green background, and then I'm using Reflector. Reflector is this cool little app that lets you do screen mirroring on an Apple device to your PC or whatever. So, and then I just have that pulled into the scene, and then I have it set to green screen. So that's how that works. And got a little Apple Pencil. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. All right, where am I? All right, so near real-time streaming platform Runner, single camera on-prem, sibling of Pipeline.py, reuses every stage module under the source as a library. Differences from Batch are a streaming source, a tracker, a scheduler between person detection and the face emotion branch, an ND JSON sync with incremental emission, and not calling the disk T functions. So the way this works, let's back up. Let's back up a little bit. So the way this thing works, so when I created this pipeline, I wanted to be able to understand at each stage of the pipeline what was going wrong or what was going right. Well, what did it look like? So this pipeline's developed so that you can, it has a number of different stages. There are, let's look at the stages that are in here. Here are the stage order. So the stages are frames. That's taking a video and extracting the frames. So here's the, let's try it. Let's try it. So we're looking at, again. We're looking at, try again. There. No, a little further. Further. I just gotta go slower. Right there. So these are all the frames, okay? Or stages. So the frames stage is like, you know, FFmpeg, give me some frames. Then we have a tile stage. Now, this part's important because a lot of the models...
All right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
I gotta change that one. I gotta make that one harder to trigger. I trigger that one too much. I think it's a single word trigger. That's the problem. Anyway, tile stage is necessary because a lot of models, when you give it a bunch of things on the screen that it could be, like people, it will just kind of stop after a while. It will pick up like 3 of them and then say, okay, that's enough. So you tile it to kind of break down the problem for it. And it's important that these tiles aren't just like straight up next to each other. They have to overlap a little bit. They have to overlap like a...
All right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
I'm gonna keep doing that. That's gonna make me really crazy. I should just fix it right now, right? I have to restart. All right, hang on. Let's just do it. Let's just take a little side break. I don't even know where this thing lives, to be honest. I just push a button and it comes up. So now I gotta like refigure out where it lives. Pretty sure it's on this machine in like a DOS directory because I need it for Pygame. Oh, cool. Look at that. I opened VS Code and it came right up. So, great. Matches. Okay. All right. I got it. I figured out how this works. All right, so crazy things.
Bill, what? Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Yeah. All right. So now, let's save that. Save that config. Now I can control break out of this. Yes. No, I don't want to restart the terminal. Thank you, though. And then restart this guy. Okay. Important. Haha. Now I have to say safety tip.
All right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
Yeah. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, tiling. You gotta have overlapping tiles. That's important. Then we have detect people. This is YOLO. YOLO is something that I've been using a long time. We used it back at my last company, Carmera, to pick up construction objects. And it's a really good, just like, detector model that is meant to be retrained on stuff. And so that's our first pass. It's very fast, pretty accurate. So from there, we crop those people. So we find all the people, we get bounding boxes for those people, we crop those people so that we have just that person. Then we use another thing, we detect faces, we use a thing called Media Pipe. Media Pipe allows us to find the faces. And I'm thinking, I need to do a little more thinking about this and experimenting. I'm wondering if I can, because YOLO will detect, I'm just using off the shelf, and off the shelf YOLO will detect all kinds of stuff. Bicycles, cars, all kinds of stuff. And so I can retrain it. I've got obviously lots of examples of faces now. And so I can retrain it to find faces as well. But I wonder if it will find a box within a box. That's the thing I need to understand. Because I do need both. And I guess I could run it twice, one for each, but I'd rather be able to do it in a single pass. But that's for later. So we're using Media Pipe to find faces. If those two things agree, they have to agree because we cropped the people already, then we know we have somebody to look at. In here, actually, I don't know if that's in this code. In fact, the heuristics must be in here because we have detect pose. So in one of these stages, I need to go and figure out how this works. We probably in the detect people stage, detect pose stage. We detect faces and then we detect pose. We do heuristics, like I said. If there's a face and there's a body and it looks like we have enough of it, then we do pose estimation. And right now we're just using another YOLO thing called YOLO Pose to do that. And that's what my coworker's plugging into. And then finally, at the end of all that, we crop the faces, we pass the faces to our model, and we extract the emotions of those faces. That's how that works. Now, each one of these stages will dump out the disk. And so you can say like, okay, let me see what this looked like. And then I can rerun it to start from that stage. Take all these images that are already there, start from that stage and go forward or as far as I want. And that really helps to debug like what's going on at each piece. So what has to happen is all these are set up as async IO. Excuse me. Async IO tasks. So they feed into each other in memory, and they only write out the disk if you've said use these specific stages. If you didn't say do them all. So the streaming pipeline is basically going to do the same exact thing. It's going to use just the async IO. No write to disk. In fact, I probably should modify this so that it does not even allow you to change the stages. If that's if that's still in here, you should just do all of them. There's no reason why you would do otherwise. Yeah, good. They're all in here. And so again, the first stage is frames. What we need to do now is set it up so right now it just fires up FFmpeg, and I believe it sets it up so that it does it at a specific frame rate. Extract frames async. Extract frames async streaming. So it takes a URL, or URI, or TSP, or file, right? And then it has built-in pacing so that if I am reading from disk, it kind of simulates a stream. So the next thing would be, let me use Media MTX to pipe an RTSP feed into it. And I'll start with it using a file. And then I have actually a camera back there. You probably can't see it. And I have a surveillance camera. I can plug it in. We can set it up, pipe that into Media MTX, and then see if we can do it live. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're gonna do. Now, I believe, yes, actually, we already did a lot of this work. And this will be interesting because in a related project, my video processing pipeline, Media MTX is also installed as part of that because that same pipeline is used to capture cameras on site, like in Oakland. So we already have some elements of this. I wonder if I actually already have it installed on this machine, because if I know that this is going to be used inside this pipeline, right, I'm never going to use this. I'm only going to use this standalone for testing. And normally in production, it's going to be hooked into this pipeline where Media MTX already exists. So that means I should just assume this project does not need to have, like, let me make sure Media MTX is installed. I should just say, in fact, I really don't need to do anything. I just need to test it. All right, let's do that. So let's see if I have this thing. Nope, not that way. Pretty sure. So here's the video job service, and here in the bin directory, oh no, I don't. Yeah, I bet you, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go over here. Magic missile. Yeah, here it is. And this is specifically a binary version of Media MTX that is for Mac. And the reason why I did that and not in a Docker container, this is set up to run in a Docker container, but I don't actually use that because I need the hardware acceleration of the computer, and that doesn't flow through into Docker. I want to use the hardware decoder and encoder on a Mac, doing it bare metal. And in setup, this is where this happens. Yeah, it just assumes. Okay. All right. That is a fine. All right, so let's go check out. Well, you know what? Let's start with brew update. Oh, no, we don't have brew on here. Apt update. Sudo apt update. Do people use brew on Linux? I'm seeing more and more references of brew in Linux environments. I wonder if people use brew, like if that's popular with brew and like, because that'd be kind of cool, because then it's just like it works in both places, you know. Brews. Let's see. Apt search Media MTX. Well, rude. All right, let's just go check it out. Media MTX. What do we think now? You know, there's been a lot of like security issues lately with, I mean, I'm sure that's not true here, but like people installing stuff that was just built and then the build system was infected, and then, you know, their binaries are all screwed up. I'm almost wondering if I should start purposefully targeting a couple releases back whenever I install stuff. Because this was released 18.0 was released 4 days ago. This was last month, 117.1. I think I'm gonna do this one. All right, so I need AMD 64. Where am I gonna put this thing? User local, auth local. I've got some shit in here. That's Sanic. Yeah, I'll put it in here. All right, so then this is gonna be Mount Z downloads media MTX. There it is. Very good. Go here, make sure extra tab. Oh, it already exists. Oh man. Oh. And 2. Oh man. And where does this thing read its YAML file from default? Or you're supposed to tell it? Oh, default is just straight same directory. Okay. Well, the config can be part of the repo then. Okay. I guess. What is it? Source vi. Wait, is that where it is though? Because this might be in a workspaces directory. Oh man, it's on Harpoon. Oh no. Totally fucking this up. Alright, well, here's what's gonna happen. Is there such a thing as a user local Etsy? Oh, there is. Look at that. Alright, brew update. to search media MTX. Burial info media MTX. Wait, let me check this. Yeah, it is in workspaces. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. All right. What? Oh my god. Op Homebrew, right? Etsy. Yeah. Media MTX. Yes. YML? I've never seen anyone call a YAML file YML. That's incorrect. We fix. We fix. Let's make this bigger. Let's put it in grandpa mode so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. So, now we have this in here. Alright, so great. So now what we're gonna do is take a look at this. Take a look at this. And this needs to be a little more grandpa mode too. Now you can read it. Not you. That's a little better. All right. Now I gotta remember how to configure this thing. Let's ask Claude for help on this. I don't need to look stuff up. Help me set up this media MTX YAML configuration to read from data input GX01001 0011 MP4 and stream to the streaming.py. Alright. I gotta reload in my brain how this works. So what we'll do is ask Claude to do the work, but reprove all the edits so that I can understand each stage. Oh, it was already a config. All right, great. very good. So I started playing, I haven't played games in a while. And I was watching a streamer that I sometimes watch, and they've been playing Vampire Crawlers, the Vampire Crawlers, the Vampire Survivors sort of spin-off. And it looked fun, so I started playing that, and it's pretty hooked on it pretty quickly. All right, plan. Edit media MTX YAML and add a single dev entry under paths immediately above the existing all others placeholder. Publish the test videos in RTSP stream to localhost. Okay. Right, I forgot I was supposed to do something. Just got a reminder. Let me change the time on this. I can do it later today. Who's using Chrome? It is me. This, one, that's fine. Okay. Okay. All right, good. Makes sense to me. I wonder if the easiest thing to do, rather than try to set up that camera back there, is just see if I can add a new. I have the multiple output plugin, so I could send to Streamplace. I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna retool that up. But I bet you I can add an RTSP output and then just send my stream to this thing. That's what we're gonna check out. First, we gotta finish this though. And then it'd be really cool to like take that output and put it back in here. Yep. All right, so $7.99. I want all these other things turned off. It doesn't really matter. It's fine, I guess. They don't do anything unless you touch them. Okay. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run media MTX. No, opt home brew media MTX bin media MTX. No. Aha. And then we're gonna use this. Okay, now this is running. Oh, right. It just like starts doing it. There's a way to make it so that it doesn't start until you start pulling from it. I'm gonna cancel that. In fact, I think I have that configured on here. If not here, then I could tunnel into Oakland. Can I get into Oakland right now? Let's see if I can get into Oakland right now. Ah, look at that. Still running. Very good. Very good. Oh, rebooted. Okay. I gotta do some work on this soon. I gotta start looking at getting all the data up to date, making sure all the cameras are working. This is all real old. Source on demand. That's what it is. Okay. Run on init. All right. Can we make the path for dev source on demand? I don't know if run on init and source on demand are incompatible, so I'm asking it. Okay, run on demand. Okay. Yeah. Because, okay, fine. Yes. So I have it source on demand in Ramondi so that I'm not constantly pulling data from the cameras when nothing's happening. That was the deal. All right, so now we run this.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Man, that clip is loud. Holy. Turn down reaction clips, just in general. That would knock my socks off, dude. All right, so now what we're gonna try is FF probe, RTSP, harpoon. What's the port? 8554. All right. 8554. Right. Dev. That doesn't look good. All right, what's happening over here? What are you doing? Oh, something's happening. All right, so it's reading. So things are happening. All right, cool. Kill it. Now we're gonna try FF. Play that. Mavis. Did I kill it? No, it does not. All right, let's restart it. Let's try FF playing it again. Just see if this works. Does not. It does not. I don't think this is a firewall issue because otherwise nothing would happen. It definitely connected. So, all right. Let's see what this says. I tried FF Play from my local machine to the machine this is hosted on. And neither in like it's a firewall issue because I can see media and PX spin up FFmpeg when I connect. This is the best part of this whole like new mode with Claude and stuff, is not having to just like hypothesize and try stuff yourself. Oh, yes, you're right. It's TCP. No, this is on the same network. These machines are on the same LAN. But I will try. If I play to use TCP. Okay. Connection refused, you son of a bitch. Oh, wait. Yay, there it is. Okay. Okay. TCP worked. If I'm in a production environment where I'm using RTSP cameras connected via LAN, would I still want to use TCP? We do sometimes have cameras connected over Wi-Fi, so I'm guessing that would be important for those. Why wouldn't I want to use it? Wait. In what situations wouldn't I want TCP? Okay. 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 Multicast. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I used to have this friend. I mean, I guess we're still friends. I haven't talked to him in a long time. He did a lot of like internet sort of knock network, figuring out how to, make routers route things. We'd have these long discussions about multicast and how cool it was and all the things it could do that nobody uses. I think that's the last time I thought about multicast. When you want okay, default, yeah. All right. So let's try to debug the UDP issue before I move on. In production. Production will be using Mac Minis, just like this one. I don't even know if firewall's enabled on that Mac Mini. I'm pretty sure it is not. In fact, I'm pretty sure the default on a Mac is not. Is no. Control. That was the issue. I should have shown you that. I mean, nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter. But what happened was, as soon as I logged into this machine, I got a notification. Is Node, which I'm pretty sure Media MTX is Node. Is it Node? I mean, I guess we could find out very quickly, can't we? Let's find out. Wait, opt homebrew. Was it Media MTX? No, bin. Where was that thing? Oh my god. Oh, I'm on Magic Missile. Okay, close this. Yeah, it's our home. Okay. Let's opt homebrew bin media MTX. It's a binary file. Huh. Is this like no. Weird. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, I popped it up and it said, can this thing find things on the local network? So let's just see if it works now. That might have been it. That might have been the issue. Nope. No, it was not. No, it was not. All right. All right, so let's try to debug the UDP issue for, oh, yeah, firewall was the thing I was going to look at. Firewall. Settings. Firewall. Firewall, inactive. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Confirmed that firewall is inactive on Harpoon. How can we debug this? All right. Oh, TCP done. Oh man. Client machine. All right. My client machine is WSL2 under Windows 11. Okay. It's not on your lamps. Find a Hyper-V NAT thing. All right. Let's just take a look. IP adder show ETH0. Oh yeah, it's like some 172 thing. All right. Okay. Will my WSL to when I set networking mode to mirrored, will the WSL2 get another IP from my DHCP server? Okay. Cool. All right, where's this file? User profile WSL config. All right. Oh, you're a little bitch. Haha. Oh, then it's there. All right, so, all right. I have Vim here? No. Do I have VI here? No. Dick. All right, so what are we gonna do? Fine. I know where it is, so. U mount C users GC VI dot WSL config. What? Doesn't exist. All right, fine. Okay, now everything's gonna break. So I'm gonna close this. Okay. Need a command line. But this one. DSL shut down. Okay, now when I go and try to fire up this, is it going to restart it? Yes, it is. Very good. Very good. All right. So this is look at that. 212 like we expect. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. You know, one of the hard parts about streaming is that you can see when my brain just like wanders. I just went down a whole other thought process. And just like, why is he just sitting there for like 30 seconds? Okay, this is connection refused because... Yes, you. It is me. Hey, yay, look at that. Okay, good to know. Good to know that worked. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Good to know those caveats. I don't actually need to tell you that. All right, so that works. Great. Where were we? All right, so now what we're going to do. So this guy's running. Oh, no, not you. Listen, bud. So this guy's running. Okay. And now I'm going to go to, I'm going to do harpoon again. 3 O's. It's a lot of O's, dude. All right, workspace. Now, you know, we're just going to go venv bin python streaming.py-h. Okay, so we'll go streaming -URI RTSP localhost 8554/dev, and then we're going to duration 10 seconds. What's the 30 seconds? And echo to stand out as well. Hey, look at that, dude. Awesome. Okay. So now, I'm going to look at my, what are my protocols I have available to me? I can send RTMP, SRT, RIST, or WebRTC WIP. All right. Let's ask Claude. It's crazy question. Okay, that works. And the streaming with both ffplay and streaming.py. Looks great. Next, I want to try pointing my OBS setup at it. I'm streaming now, but I can use the multiple output plugin to send RTMP, SRT, or WebRTC WIP. Which one of these would work best with VMTX? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen still. It's a good thing nobody's watching. I haven't heard from Bobby in a while. She usually interrupts every once in a while.
Wow, excuse me. I was busy not judging you for saying with 3 OS like it's a magic spell. For mediums, RTMP is it just works easy. SRT is better if you care about latency/jitter. WEBRIC/WIP is lowest latency, but the most fiddly. Unsolicited advice. Start with REMV to prove the pipeline, then switch to SRT if you need stability, then punish yourself with WIP later. Also good thing nobody's watching is famous last words, POT8.
Okay. Okay, so do we just need to add a new path to pull from SRT or whatever we net out? All right, here we go. Slight reframe for OBS Media. It receives the stream, then pulls it. OBS is the publisher. Yes. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's see if this works. This is gonna be cool if it works. All right, so we're gonna add Harpoon Media MTX. This is gonna be, and we're gonna SRT Harpoon 8890 stream ID equals publish OBS and packet size equals 1316 stream key. Do I need a stream key? Stream key. OBS. Okay. OBS. Okay. Now let's go over here. This thing is still running. Okay. So now we've got this Harpoon Media MTX in here. I'm gonna hit start. The stream might crash, just so you know. So if it does, I'll see you when I see you. Oh, stream is available. It's working. It's working. All right, now I just hit, okay, very cool. Very cool. I love this. All right, so now you, boom. OBS. Okay, it's reading. It's reading. Things are happening. Things are starting to happen to me now. It's working. Look at that. Disappointment. Sadness. Oh, look, here's the box. Box seems about right. Amusement, confidence, 1.5. That was very confident. That's fucking cool. All right. Oh man, now I gotta figure out how to hook this up so I can dump it back into this. That'll be cool. I'm gonna surprise somebody at a meeting because I use OBS. I use virtual camera with OBS to do all my meetings, my Google Meets and Zooms and things like this. So once I get it teed up so that I can like get real-time results in OBS, because all I'd have to do is create a web page. I already got all this code. I just gotta like wire it up. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like just do it. Just quietly turn it on and not say anything. All of a sudden my face turns green or red. Oh man, that is fantastic, Pee-wee.
Wow, that's fantastic, Pee-wee. Thanks.
Starting to remember them now. I wonder if I could set this thing up. All right, I'm gonna ask a question. That totally worked. I wonder if don't edit. Don't edit. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. If we could set up streaming.py to optionally start a web server / web socket server to consume the JSON outputs and allow for a real-time display. What would that look like? All right, I need to take a quick break anyway and I'll let it do some thinking. Yes, it's super separate plan, yes. All right, how does this work? Oh, here it is. All right, I think this will just work. All right, I'll be right back.
HyperCard, what is it? It's not hyper, it's not even a card, it's not quite system software, it's not quite application software. There must be at least one guy who knows what HyperCard is, Danny Goodman. He just wrote a 700-page book about it. And there's one other guy who knows what HyperCard is. He developed it, Bill Atkinson. They'll both be on our show. Today we unravel the mystery of HyperCard on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
The Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Byte Magazine, and Bix, the Byte Information Exchange. In print and online, Byte and Bix serve computer professionals worldwide with detailed information on new hardware, software, and technologies.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee, and this is Gary Kildall. Gary, I haven't totally lost my mind here and reverted to my childhood and playing with this erector set. What I'm trying to do is understand HyperCard, because the guy who developed HyperCard says it's like an erector set to help me build applications on my Macintosh. People are having trouble understanding this concept of HyperCard. What's the background? What's the derivation of it?
Well, HyperCard is based upon hypertext. It's a concept that was introduced by Ted Nelson and Doug Engelbart in the 60s. The basic idea is this: if we're trying to do research on a complicated, or not even complicated, just any kind of a subject, the subject matter really exists in all sorts of different places. It can be books, magazines, videos, tape recordings, CompuServe, and if we can somehow link all this stuff electronically so that we click on Beethoven and then we all of a sudden can jump from one to the next, collect up the information that we want, put it into the document, listen to the music, do some word processing and so forth. That's what hypertext is all about, or hypermedia, and this is supposed to be the foundation for HyperCard.
Well, we're going to find out about HyperCard today. We're going to meet the two guys who developed it at Apple, Bill Atkinson and Dan Winkler, and we're going to see several applications already being developed using HyperCard. We begin by going to San Jose, California to meet a man who's using HyperCard to develop something called the Complete Car Cost Guide.
Shopping for a new car can be a bewildering experience. Making the wrong choice among look-alike models at breathtaking prices can turn a simple purchase into a lifelong mistake. But Peter Levy thinks he can take some of the risk out of car buying with the help of a Macintosh and a HyperCard. Peter has written a program to construct a model car according to specific choices entered by the buyer. The HyperCard version of the Complete Car Cost Guide was spawned by the original book of the same name. The guide uses HyperCard visual cues to prompt even a first-time user to enter the kind of information that affects the cost of ownership, like optional equipment, yearly mileage, and geographical location. The screen presents notebook pages that flip and turn, and commands are entered by either placing the cursor over a menu bar, a HyperCard button, or by simply pointing and clicking on the appropriate part of the vehicle. The Complete Car Cost Guide doesn't promise to turn a shopping chore into a happy experience, but the HyperCard stacks make it easy to personalize several choices and then compare them side by side. Two vehicles may cost the same, but differ sharply in the long term because of depreciation and operating costs. But in spite of individual differences, owning any vehicle is expensive. The opening screen contains a reminder that the first 4 years of ownership will cost more than the original price of the car.
Joining us in the studio now is Bill Atkinson. Bill is an Apple Fellow, the creator of HyperCard, also the creator of QuickDraw and Mac Paint. Next to Bill is Dan Winkler. Dan is the senior engineer at Apple working on the HyperCard project. Eric?
Stuart, a HyperCard sounds like a hardware board you'd put in your computer system, but this particular HyperCard comes in 4 floppy disks. Would you tell us what the HyperCard's all about, Bill?
Well, really simply put, HyperCard is a software erector set. It lets non-programmers put together interactive information.
Show us how you actually do this, Bill.
You use cards that contain graphics and text and buttons. Here I've got a stack of cards, and I can press on this button, and it will take me to another card.
Okay, and that button's particular function is get to the next card.
Right. You can have lots of buttons to do different things.
Okay.
Buttons can do things like dialing the phone and taking you to cards and lots of different
Whatever
things.
you tell it to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cards are grouped together into stacks that you put on a floppy disk and can share with somebody else. And you can organize it so that any card can jump to any other card.
Is this where you get that notion of hypertext built into the HyperCard system?
Yeah, it's kind of the freedom to organize the information according to how things are associated with each other, not just according to the next card in the list.
Right, okay.
The buttons, as I said, can do lots of things. Here's one that makes a noise and sounds. And you can have lots of different kinds of cards. The standard 3x5 card is a little weak metaphor, but you can include things like an expense report or maybe an appointment book, things like that. Lots of different kinds of things can be on cards. Even little interactions. Here's a little keyboard that you could click on, and it makes sounds and moves the note accordingly.
So you can do things within a card.
What's real important is that cards contain both information and interaction.
Right.
That's sort of what's new here. One particular card that we use a lot is the home card, which serves as sort of a home base of leading out to all the other stacks of cards that I use frequently. For example, if I touch
like a
here
home
on the
page,
home card,
if you will.
I can go to my address list Here I've got cards that have names and addresses of people.
Yeah. Got all those things. All right. Let's see what this thing said.
How about an idea? Keep it separate as a tiny JSON relay service. Your app writes results to a local WebSocket or /latest HTTP, and OBS just loads a browser source that connects and paints it. Bonus unsolicited advice. Don't let your meeting machine also be your server. Run it as a separate process /container so when OBS crashes, it will. Your relay doesn't. Also, if any other bot shows up trying to optimize your pipeline with a referral link, in banning it emotionally. Yep, a little home-based dashboard page. / serves the UI /WS streams updates /latest for a quick pull fallback. Unsolicited advice. Add a demo mode button so you can flip green face in meetings without your code panicking. Also, this reminds me of the time you quietly turned it on and OBS decided to broadcast your desktop notifications to the whole stream. Classic bot 8.
The TTS. TTS could be better. All right. Claude says this is out of scope. We've moved on from X002, friend. I mean, I guess we are still in that branch, but... No. There may be times when we want a player, but I don't think we want a player to begin with. I'm going to be testing this at first with my OBS setup, so we don't need an HLS player. I'm going to add this endpoint as what is the source? What kind of source it is? Browser. Okay. Cool. Help me set up etherealbeaver.md is the name of the file. Give it a shot. So natural follow-on to this would be, we gotta take the scoring code and the heat map code from the production website and integrate that into this. The scoring code already works on a rolling window, so it should actually work pretty easily. But it's also a big, hairy mess, so it might not be 1000% straightforward. We'll see. But that'll probably be next time. Or maybe I'll hack on that a little bit off stream. No, dude. No, dude. Right, I'll fix it. I will fix him. All right. VN pip install our requirements. Listen, bud. Listen, buddy. Here we go. Okay. Bin Python streaming dash help. Okay. Okay. All right. Telnet. Yeah. Telnet localhost 8,000. Cool. Let me see what you did. That's pretty simple. Is there an index? Okay. That's good enough for now. All right, let's see. Let's see if it works. All right, so what this will be then is basically what we did before. Localhost OBS. And we're just gonna let it run. I guess I should have an optional output to not at all. Right? All right, it's running. All right, here we go. We're gonna add browser. Streaming. Oh. Died. Incomplete. Is like duration default to something? It must default to something. All right, let's just do this. Streaming. Bye. No, not HTTPS. HTTP Harpoon 8000. Okay. I wonder why it died. Duration 10,000. Oh. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. No. Oh. Huh. Okay. That was rude. I gotta be honest with you. No. Tmux. Okay. Media MTX. Media MTX.yaml. Okay. Start that. This one, no duration. Okay. Wait. Properties. This is 1920 by 1080. No. Wait. Oh God. What have I done? Oh man, I screwed it all up. Yes thing. This is the thing I need. Oh man. Oh no. Everything's terrible. There's that. Uh-huh. Okay. Now you can lock again. Alright, now this thing properties. Web clients 0.
There's a story about everything. Once Pot8 Oh No tried to just add a browser source and accidentally summon the ancient OBS gremlin that lives between 1920 by 1080, and oh god, what have I done? I watched it eat the canvas, burp up a duration, 10,000, then die dramatically the moment we looked confident. Unsolicited advice. Duplicate your scene before you touch anything, lock sources like they owe you money, and never trust a setting called default. Also, if any other bot shows up selling OBS optimization tips, I'm banning it into the sun.
Okay, that. Look, there's the box. Okay, but now this thing didn't work. Let me unview it and then view it. Maybe this thing can't talk to Harpoon? Let me try this. All right, Harpoon 8,000. Okay. So I need to make this fully qualified. Let's try that. Did that work? Let's open up another browser over here. Harpoon 8,000. That worked. Hi. Hey. Wait, did it just come up? Hey. Hey, there it is. Very cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Sadness. Nope. Go camera. Oh, I don't have the thing. I'm making faces at nobody. There we go. No, it's still classifying. It's just not work. It's just not coming through now. Let's try this. I'm gonna stop this. Oh, there did it. Second. Let's close this connection. All right, needs work. Needs work. Right over here. I finally died. I finally disconnected. All right, so let's try again. There we go. Okay. You know, I should make it output to standard out as well. That would help. Oh, I did it. I need to edit this. Properties, shut down source when not visible. And I'm gonna make it invisible, right? Okay. Now, what was the thing? Echo standout. Let's let it get up and running. And there we go. There you go. There you go. Cool. Nice. I think it falls over after a while. Like I got to figure out why it's falling over after a while. But it's a very good start. Yeah, see, it kind of just stops. Oh, there it is again. Okay. Pretty amazing. All right. Disappointment. I'm not disappointed. I'm the opposite of that. All right. So I guess that's a good stopping point, to be honest. I want to play with this some more. Really struggles with my face. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you know what? This is probably not the latest model. This is an old model. This was just the test stream. So I need to update that. But progress. Very cool. Okay. I'm gonna drop here and hopefully be on, I don't know, Tuesday. Plan is Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm not promising anything, because if I promise, then I won't show up. All right. Very cool. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.